I wanted to sort of share with people what we do at your level. And when I say your level, people that are in titanium, which is the coaching and training arm. Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty is a license, has its own value propositions. But for titanium folks, like, we're really drilling down on scale and growth of the business. So I would share with you guys sort of a glimpse into that I thought you'd find super interesting. So you guys are welcome to take a screenshot of this. I'm not going to send it out to you because it's part of a book or a manual. It's actually a titanium level workbook that we give to brand new people. When you guys move from platinum to titanium, we give you this multi-page book, which is full of assessments and models that I use to help you scale up your real estate business. So, but this is kind of the core element of what we work on. All right, so hear me out. So your business, if you're building one, if you're a solo real estate agent and you want to grow into a business that works for you, so you don't have to, it sort of runs around this flywheel. And your business is sort of broken down into these 4 categories, all right? These 4 quadrants. Up here in the upper right-hand side, you can see it says expansion and operations planning. So inside this expansion in operations planning, we have 10-year modeling, operation structure, and valuation optimization. In other words, it would be great, wouldn't it, Jillian, is that in 10 years or less that you can, turn around and say, look, I got a business here that I can sell. Just like your dry cleaner down the road, they can sell their company. The model for real estate agents is they work for 5, 10, 20, 30 years. They take portions of their income and they invest it into other businesses, or they invest it into cash flow properties, or both. But when they're done, or tired, or can't sell real estate anymore, that's all they have is whatever they made investments in. Their business that they've been working in for all those years, they can't do anything with it except just quit, and it goes away. You can't sell it. So Craig and I don't like that. We want you guys to be able to do what your local dry cleaner can do, for goodness sake. They can sell their company. The dry cleaner still invests in other companies, like in the market or in cash flow real estate. They do that, and they sell their company too. So if you get tired of selling or can't do it anymore, you either pass it on to someone, but it's a sellable business asset. This can exist for every person who wants it, all right? But you have to bake into the business in the beginning ingredients. It's like a cake. You have to bake into it, starting with the end in mind, all right? Otherwise, you end up with a cake, you take a bite of it, and it's like, oh my God, this thing's terrible. You have to throw it away and start over. And nobody wants to do that 20 years down the road. Platinum Operations Management. Okay, so in this library is where we've copied and pasted the basic activity plans for your CRM. What you're looking at right here are basic plans. All right, so let me help you guys out a little bit. When you're starting out with building out your CRM to work for you, you essentially start out with the power of 3. Okay, this booked appointment plans, new client plans, and closing plans. Everybody got that? Let me repeat it. You're very familiar with this 3 number if you're a platinum member and you've been around here a bit. We work off of multiples, not singles, not doubles, but multiples. So we call it 3x, 3 times. If you're going to be working anyway, wouldn't it be pretty cool to get 3 times more out of it? Okay, so what 3 things are you going to do when you list a home to generate 30 leads? Okay, for example, what are the 3 things you're going to do with that postcard? All right, so when you start thinking that way, you end up with a higher activity level. Jillian, you and I were talking today about recruiting agents for your team. And I said, what 3 things are you going to do on a daily and weekly basis to recruit more agents? And we got into that conversation. So same thing here. If you're going to build out your CRM, essentially you start out that way. 3 campaigns: appointment plans, new client plans, closing plans. Nothing more complicated. Now, appointment plans, which you'll see down here, are like, I just booked a buyer appointment, now what? I just booked a listing appointment, now what? So you got booked listing and booked buyer appointment plans. Jillian, when your inside sales agent picks up the phone, follows up with a prospect, and the prospect says, yes, I'll meet with you guys Saturday at 10. your ISA goes to your CRM, clicks a button, and launches a booked appointment plan. Is that what happens?
Yeah, and there's 8 steps in that.
Everybody got that? So in Jillian's appointment plan, there are 8 things that happen. Okay. And Jillian can literally be on the beach at St. John or cooped up in her hotel room, whatever's going on with, you want to tell everybody the story?
Okay. Went to St. Kitts for a vacation, arrived on the Saturday, and they went into total lockdown on the Sunday. So we spent the whole week either eating bread and cheese, really, in the hotel room or sitting by the pool. We couldn't go any further, and there was no bar open at all.
Yeah, a whole new definition to the meaning of all inclusive. Right. So check it out. You plan this vacation. You go to St. Kitts. As soon as you get there, they're like, welcome. The next day, lockdown. So yeah, you can literally be in St. Kitts, locked down, and then back at your real estate office, the ISAs book appointments, and there are 8 things that happen without your involvement. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, man. That's a business, guys. Okay. So your CRM will do anything that you want it to do, but you got to set it up that way. All right. So if you don't have your appointment plans set up that tells everybody what to do and when to do it, get that on your list of things to do.